Hey, my name is Ralph and I'm with Flexfilm, and today we're going to remove some dyed film off a late model car that hasn't been on there that long. Our customer got a ticket. They want it lighter this time. We're going to show you how we do it with a Jiffy Steamer, and we're going to use our super stripper. And we're going to show you how it's done. Okay, before we begin, I'm going to get out my little Olfa knife to begin taking the edge of the film and getting it started after I get it steamed a little bit. I've also transferred from the gallon jug my super stripper into a smaller bottle, and I'm not sure if I'm going to need it or not, but we'll know if there's any glue remaining after we steam the film off. Hopefully, we're going to be able to remove the film without any problems with glue, but we'll find out. My steamer is already turned on, and it's taken only a few minutes for it to begin the steam. It's very, very hot. This could give you 3rd-degree burns actually if you're not careful. But this is gonna, you see it steaming up already. I'm gonna start putting the steam on it right where I wanna remove it, just to get it started first. What I'm doing is I'm actually heating the glue up and getting it soft. And once the softer and hotter I get it, the easier it is to pull away from the glass. What we want it to do is not stick to the glass more than it sticks to the plastic substrate itself. We want it to remain on the back of the film as we pull, so that way we don't have to contend with getting it off the glass, and hopefully we'll get a clean removal. This is my favorite way, not the only way, to remove film, because it's the cleanest way. But I've really been getting this little corner. I'm not even using the blade, I'm just using the knife, just something to push on it where it doesn't burn my finger, but it's coming off. Getting it started is always the trickiest part. But if you get it started right, everything else seems to fall into place. See, now I can grab it. Once I get my fingers on it, makes it a little bit easier. I don't need my knife anymore. I'm just gonna start the slow pull process. Try not to burn myself. I've done that before and it's not fun. Okay. Now you see, there's patches of glue that's left behind. That's what we're going to have to contend with our chemical. I didn't want that to happen actually, but sometimes it's unavoidable. So, but at least we're making progress. All we got to do is just kind of painstakingly go through this. I actually like to hold the film, and I let the steam do the work. I put a little pressure on it, and as the glue heats up, it sort of releases. And the trick is not to get in a hurry. Sometimes the film isn't healthy like this film, and it may just kind of flake on you, and it won't have enough tensile strength to actually remove itself. And that's when you got to even go slower and heat and just do really small areas. They make gloves you can wear to help you not get so hot or burn yourself. I use those sometimes, but sometimes I get lazy and just try not to, because I like to kind of feel what I'm doing and steer clear of the steamer. I'm getting a lot of glue on the back of the film. That's good, but I'm also getting a lot of glue that stays on the glass, which is actually not very fun. This particular car has some felt around the whole perimeter of the glass, and I've got to be careful not to get this tangled up in the felt as I'm trying to remove it with the super stripper. But anyway, I'm probably getting in a little bit of a rush for the video. At least, if I were to slow down, I might have less of this on the glass and more on the film. But that wouldn't be fun, because I want to show you guys what the super stripper will do, and how I can remove that glue without any problems. Another trick that I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the window up about that far, about 1 inch from the top. And as I'm going to try to come all the way down to the bottom as far as I can. And if you notice, I can use the film itself like a drop cloth, or sort of to protect the door panel from moisture or the super stripper chemical or water to some degree, and even getting glue on it. See, it starts getting a little slower. There's pollen all on the other side of the glass. Probably makes it look a little dirtier than it actually is. We didn't rinse the car off before we started. But now, as you see, as I start getting all the way to the end here, at least as far as I can go. And also, I'm making a tint, like a T-E-N-T, to trap all the steam, and it makes my steam process more efficient. I don't actually have to aim the steam directly on the film. It's all kind of up underneath here, working in my favor. Okay. So that's as far as I want to go for now. So yeah, I've got this protecting my door panel. Now I want to spray this super stripper on there. I prefer to use a retractable scraper, and it doesn't take really long. You can see how it starts to break this glue down. I can just take my finger and rub it off. I could take a cloth and rub it off. I could take a scrub pad and rub it off. I could use a razor blade. I like the razor blade right now because I can just put it right down on here, watch. And it just kind of goes really clean. I don't have to go fast at all. The blade's really sharp. There's moisture on the glass that helps lubricate the blade and let it slide real easy. But you can kind of see how this is going really fast. And I'm going down. I'm not trying to go across or anything. I don't want to push the glue into these areas that it'll stick to the felted areas. That makes a mess. Okay, I'm gonna wet that again real quick because I'm gonna go across the top like this, and then down. When I'm really got it that good, then I want to proceed on to the very bottom. What I like to do now is I want to get all this kind of at the bottom. I'm sort of playing with this now. I'm not in a hurry. And so once I get it down at the bottom, I can get me like a half the square paper towel like this, and I can just sort of wipe the mess up real easy. Kind of get that glue managed out of the way. I don't want it to stick to my floor or anything else. The stripper chemical actually makes this glue really kind of slimy to deal with. You could have used your regular slip solution and done the same thing. The glue wouldn't be so slimy. It would be a little bit more rubber-like and less sticky. Sometimes people prefer to do it that way. Again, I wanted to show off my chemical here. Okay. Let's move up a little bit. I'm gonna move it up. I'm gonna pick up my steamer. I'm gonna get the remaining condensation out of the tube so that I get the really good flow of steam here. I don't know if you can see that. And then I'm gonna start getting the rest of the film off. It takes a minute to see. Now here it comes. It's starting to release. See, I'm going to be a little slow. I'm going to go slower on the bottom because I really don't want the glue to remain on the glass. I'm really hoping I can get the majority of the glue to stick to the film now. I didn't mind it so much in here because I can, you saw how I managed getting that off. But see, going really slow here is now it's to my advantage here. If I don't have hardly any glue down there to deal with, I can get a really clean job. See, now I'm starting to go too fast. So I'm going to go a little slower. Just a little bit slower. So far, so good. I could say if you're watching this video right now, you could probably skip the next 15 to 30 seconds. And then we could show you what I'm going to do next to contend with the remaining glue and what I'm going to do around the edges if you're a fast forwarding type person. But I want to go kind of slow here to make it easier on me. It's all coming to an end here. I'm getting close to the last stretch here. Okay, I've removed the film. Now all I have to do is contend with the remaining glue. Again, I can use my super stripper for that. It only takes it a few minutes. I mean, maybe just really 15 seconds for it to start to get the glue. The glass is already hot from the steamer. That makes it easier for the process that I'm looking for to begin. I'm going to get a paper towel, and I'm going to sort of horizontally manage this glue. See right here? I don't want it to fall down in the cracks. If it falls down in the cracks, then it's going to come back to haunt me if I'm going to, you know, have to retint this car especially. Or if the customer's rolling the windows up and down and they'll get little pieces of glue sticking to their glass, and it might even keep the glass from rolling up and down if it sticks too much, and might even like mess up the window and help it come off the track or something like that. And that's never a good idea to have to deal with that. So I'm trying to get it all removed. Now, if you notice that I can only do so much with this style blade because of the shape of it, sometimes I got to use something different to go deeper into the cracks and crevices that I can't normally reach. And the remedy for that is the Olfa knife. I put a fresh blade in there, and I can take my blade and I can get in deeper areas. I can go below the seals. I can go behind places that I couldn't normally reach, like this. It's really convenient. Now that I've got the majority of the glue off, I'll do a final step. Sometimes it may not be the final step, but it could be a final step. I want to take my white scrubby and get any little pieces of glue that I've missed. And then I want to quickly go back over it and dry it down with my microfiber. And this is probably not a final cleaning, of course, before I'm going to retint it, but it's close to the end. I want to get the top. This chemical is actually pretty safe. Doesn't damage anything. I wouldn't eat it, but it's not that big of a. It's got a lot of ammonia in it. Well, maybe not a lot, but it does have it in there. Then you can play around with this all day long in the cracks, trying to dry things up and get the little remaining pieces of glue out. And one other trick I want to show you real quick is we can roll the window all the way down, and then we can walk around and just inspect the seals, which I recommend we do. I'm going to try to close the door a little bit just to see a little bit of this. See, we can access everything and look and see if there's any problems, and this so far is really a good job. I like the way it turned out. Even got the bird dropping off. How about that? That's it. We use the Jiffy Steamer to remove the film by heating it up and softening the glue and pulling slowly. We've used the Super Stripper to deal with the remaining glue, and we used a Scotch-Brite or a white scrub pad. There's different brands. We sell the regular generic white brand in 2 thicknesses. And we scrub the remaining residual of adhesive. And we also use the film itself to protect the majority of the door panel. That just helped keep things sort of clean, gave us less work. And the film's off. I'm gonna walk around real quick. We always just kind of clean up the moisture. Dry everything off. When the job is done, I need to clean the outside. But other than that, this window is ready to either have no tint or ready for new tint. Thank you.